Most of us are familiar with normal backyard grass, but there are other types that can add some flair to your landscape. Ginger Valley's Greg Leyes shows us all sorts of grass that can spice up your garden.
Greg Leyes here in Ginger Valley's Container Nursery. I'm standing in the middle of our display of winter hardy grasses. You know, there's nothing better than a hardy grass. Goes through the summertime. Even in the winter, it adds interest in that dull winter weather, stands out against the snow. These are all hardy grasses. From something as small as this little blue fescue, look at this cute little thing, only gets about 12 inches tall, to the zebra grass. I think you can see zebra grass behind me there. That gets 7 to 8 feet tall. Anything you want in a perennial grass. Some folks use them for screens. You can take 10 or 12, make a border along the property line. You can take one as a specimen plant in a bed, plant flowers around it, or maybe do a taller grass in the middle of the bed and then line it with something smaller like this fescue. There's also the fountain grass like this one here. This is another small hardy perennial grass. So grasses add a lot of interest to the landscape. They're so hardy, they spread, they make bigger clumps. You know, if you line them along a fence line like we said, it'll fill that in a year or two and you'll have a beautiful privacy fence all in perennial grasses. Nice thing about the perennial grasses, they do send up blooms. That'll start sometime in August and September, and if you're into bird feeding, the birds eat the seeds off the plumes. That's why we tell you don't cut them down in the fall. Leave them up all winter long. Adds winter interest. Birds will eat them. And then to keep them growing, they need to have a lot of steady fertilizer. So we recommend our Start and Grow fertilizer. This is a slow-release fertilizer. The right nutrients last all summer long. So for a beautiful yard, use perennial grasses. And for Ginger Valley, this is Greg Leyes.